In today's video, we are going to dive deeper into Bqool and we are going to look at a feature that is pretty underutilized. We are going to look at the conditional repricing rules, and I truly believe that everybody should look a little bit deeper into them and actually start applying them, start using them in their business, and me included. I don't think that I use them enough because they can be super helpful. If you've never used Bqool, there's a link in the description that will give you a 2-week free trial. So if you want to try it, use this link, use my link. It helps the channel a lot. Okay, so let's dive a little bit into Bqool. If you want to find the conditional repricing rules, when you create a new rule, it's just the last tab, the conditional repricing, and these are the different type of conditional repricing rules that you can use. Now, what are conditional repricing rules? Conditional repricing rules are rules that will change your repricing strategy based on if certain conditions are met, based on some conditions. This is why they are called conditional repricing rules, right? And so there's different conditions that you can make the rule look at to change your repricing strategy. Okay, so there's the inventory age conditions that will allow you to change your repricing strategy based on how old your inventory is, based on how much time your inventory spent into FBA warehouses. We are in tomorrow's video, we are going to make a deeper dive. I will show you how to use this because the only real way to use this specific strategy, this specific conditional repricing rule, is with liquidation. It's for liquidation strategy. It's the best way to use it, and it's really the only case scenario in my opinion. If you have any other case scenario where you would use this one, let me know. But yeah, I will give you my whole liquidation strategy in tomorrow's video. So yeah, based on the inventory age, you are going to change your repricing rule, okay, your repricing strategy, not necessarily your rule, but your strategy. Then the sell-through rate conditions, same thing. Depending on how fast your inventory is selling, you can change your repricing strategy. Now, let's look a little bit deeper, more specifically into this one. And so here we go. So depending on your sell-through rate, it will allow you to change not only your rule, and this is going to be true with not only like this specific conditional rule, but it's going to be true with every single other conditional rule, okay? The thing that you're going to be able to change is the rule and your minimum price, okay? So, or the rule plus the minimum price, or just your price, by the way. So, the reason why using using conditional repricing rules are great is because you can use in conjunction AI repricing rules and regular repricing rules, okay, and rule-based repricing rules. So not only this, but it will actually help you automate a little bit more your repricing strategy and repricing process. Now, in my opinion, and this is what I should say, of course, it is a great tool. But in my opinion, if you can look at it manually and do all this yourself, it's a lot of work, okay? It's the exact same thing with the AI repricing rules, okay? With the AI repricing rules, you could do as I do and have a lot of rule-based repricing rules. This is what I do mainly. I do not use AI repricing rules on too many ASINs. If you do this, if you have a rule a rule for every single case scenario that you are going to encounter, you do not need the AI repricing rules, but you are going to need to put in way more work, okay? It's the exact same thing with the conditional repricing rules. You could look at your ASINs daily, manually, okay, and look at if you need to change your strategy, or you could have your strategy changed based on some stuff happening on the listing, okay, on Amazon, right? So this is the sell-through strategy, okay, the sell-through rates conditions. So I think that this is something that could potentially be helpful for private labeling or for people that goes deeper in stock, like with wholesale model and stuff like that. This is not something that I personally use or that I would use anytime soon. Or you could, I guess my guess is that you could use this if you have a fast selling listing and you want to, it's not something that I see myself using too much into my online arbitrage business. But I think if you do wholesale, if you do any other business models, it's something that you could look at a little bit more. Okay, so next one, let's go back a little bit and let's go back to add a new rule. And the next one that we are going to look at is going to be the days of supply condition. So it is a little bit the same thing as the inventory age condition, but it is a little bit different. So I guess that this could help you a lot if, just like me, you have a specific target of days of supplies that you actually want to get for your Amazon FBA business, because this is one of the biggest levers that you can actually play with to scale your business. Okay, it's going to speed up your days of inventory. But no, this is going to start being way more helpful, since there's going to be a new rule that is called the low inventory rule. And so Amazon wants you to have around, on average, 28 days of inventory on your ASINs if you want to avoid this fee. And so because of that, you could play with this specific type of conditional repricing rule to actually help you play with this a little bit better, to help you manage this a little bit better. What I would have liked, though, is to have like one, because with online arbitrage we try to have shorter cycles that people doing wholesale and all that stuff. So what I would have liked is to have something from 1 day to 15 days, from 15 to 30, 30 to 45, and have other like some things in between, so 1 to 30 days, because we are really trying to keep it under 60 days. This is what we do. So this would have been great, but you could use this to try to be a little bit slower if you are in between 1 and 30 days, and a little bit faster if you're in between 31 and 60 days. So you be a little bit more aggressive, because this is where you actually want to get your sales, but you do not want to sell out too fast if you're in between 1 and 30 days, to keep your average day in inventory above 28 days. Okay, so this is the day of supply conditions. Now, the next one that we're going to look, and it's going to be the next two are going to be pretty much the same. Okay, it's going to be the FBA, it's called the FBA Advanced Condition and the FBM Advanced Condition. So based on what is happening on your listing, and this is where it starts getting really interesting. Okay, this is because you have a lot of condition to actually play with, and you can look at all of them right here. So you can use inventory age, which you can already do with the other one, but you can start playing with it. You can use the sell-through rate, the days of supply, and I'm actually wondering if from here you can actually use, you could do it manually if you want to, what I was just saying before. You could do it here with the days of supplies in the FBA condition, rule, however it's called. But so you can play with the days of supply, the units sold percentage, the sales percentage, the available quantity, the buy box win, the listing at minimum price, max price, listing at lowest price. If you did not win the buy box, the inbound quantity, the storage type, the estimated excess, the estimated long-term storage fee, which is really interesting, and the estimated long-term storage units. So these are pretty much the FBM rules are going to be pretty much the same. By the way, if you want to look at it, it's really going to be pretty much the same. There's just going to be a few things that are different, because you do not have you do not pay any storage fees, right? So it's going to be a little bit different. And so if you want to look at it quickly, those two rules are really going to be able to make you able to really tweak stuff. Okay, tweak stuff as much as you want, because as we saw with the available, like the I forgot how it's called, the days of supplies, here you go, you can really start tweaking it way more than if you were to do it just with the regular rule, the day of supply rule, conditional rule, right? So same things here are the few things that you can actually look at. And so to repeat, to make sure that you understand, those rules will allow you to actually choose one of those conditions and use them as a starting point, as a trigger, I should say, to switch your repricing strategy, whether it is your return on investment, your minimum return on investment, your price, or your repricing rules. These are the three things that you can actually play with based on the condition. So I hope this video actually helped you understand the conditional repricing rules a little bit better. In tomorrow's video, in the next video, we are going to look at a quick liquidation strategy that you can set up for your Amazon FBA business. So do not miss it. Watch the video by clicking the screen right now, and I'll see you tomorrow for a new video. Thank you for watching.